When I tell you that I saved over $500 on an international air ticket, you better believe it. And when it comes to saving money, you better trust me, I will share it with you. And this is what this video is about. Hey friends, Noki here. This is not a sponsored video. The opinions expressed in this video are based on my experience with Priceline.com. I am not being paid or compensated for the views expressed on this video. Neither am I affiliated with Priceline. With that being said, let's get on with the video. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So you clicked on this video either maybe because of the thumbnail or you are looking at saving money on your next trip. Yeah, stay on because this just happened to me not last week, not last month, but last night. Yes, indeed. I've been planning to visit my family in Africa, and I needed a ticket to Johannesburg, South Africa from Chicago. And the last time I had checked the tickets, they were all the way up to $1,600, $1,800, all the way to $2,000. But if you know me, I'm a woman of faith and I'm a woman who is very, very resourceful. I don't just give up. I know my trip is at a time when fares are super high because of the season that we are in. We are in the holiday season. November, December is high travel season. It's a holiday season, and tickets, whether domestic or internationally, they tend to be super expensive. But I wouldn't let that discourage me. So I'm going to tell you how to save money, how I saved over $500 on my ticket flying out of Chicago all the way to Johannesburg, South Africa. Not in January, not in February, not in March or April next day, but next month in December. Yes, we know there are a lot of websites, third-party websites, where they compete for your attention when you are looking for airfares, discounted airfares. And recently, I also recorded and uploaded a video where I was cautioning you against scammers, because there are a lot of scammers when it comes to air travel. And I cannot overemphasize the importance of being very, very alert, knowing exactly what websites to go to and making sure that you are visiting authentic websites, which is why for me, information like this is super important because it will also give you some hope and encouragement that just because it's a holiday season, you can still travel at a bargain. You can still save over $500 on airfare travel. You can still go and see your family or friends or go on a vacation at a discounted airfare. So this is what I did. I went to Priceline. Lately, Priceline has been my favorite website. However, when I visited the Priceline website, I did something very, very different. Something that you probably see on most websites and ignore and turn a blind eye to it. As I entered my information, my departure city, my arrival city, my dates of travel, I noticed that the fares were not really where I wanted them to be. When I'm buying a ticket, I know that I'm not going to pay over a certain amount. So that is exactly what I did. I was ready to buy my ticket and I was not going to pay over a certain amount. And those are $1,500, $1,600, $1,800, $2,000, $2,200, $2,500 tickets. I was not willing to pay that kind of fare because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that somewhere online there's always a great deal. I don't care what season it is, whether it's a busy summer season or a busy holiday season, you can still grab yourself a great deal. And this is what I'm sharing with you today so that you can continue to travel, visit, go on vacation on a budget. We are all about saving money on this channel, right? Yeah. As the fares uploaded, I was like, they're down, but I'm not quite, I don't really like these fares. And mind you, also, if you have listened to my Save Money on Travel video, which I'm going to link up here somewhere, you know that I tell you what days to travel and what days to look for your tickets. So Tuesday night into Wednesday, I was busy looking for my ticket. And yes, the fares had gone down, but I believe that they could still get a better fare. And on that Priceline website, something stood out for me, and it was this right here on the screen. Book with an agent and save extra money. I tell you guys, I've seen those before and I've ignored them, but last night I decided to click on the number. It was easy because I was on my cell phone. I was doing all these searches on my cell phone, so I just clicked to call an agent, and in no time I was connected to an agent. Joachim was all the way, yeah, you guessed it right, in the Philippines. Friendly guy, and I told him, I'm looking at the tickets on your website on priceline.com. Make sure it's an official Priceline website if you're going to do this on or Priceline. When you Google, it should say Priceline official website, and it should have that little R registered trademark sign next to it. So I knew that I was in a safe zone. So I talked to Joachim. I was like, hey Joachim, I need to travel to South Africa, but I'm not willing to pay the prices that I'm seeing on your website. What can you do for me? And he was like, what fare are you looking for? I told him my dates, and I made sure that I mentioned that I am very flexible when it comes to travel, both going and coming back. And they said, oh yeah, I can do that. So he put me on hold, and he went and did his thing and came back with a fare that I could not resist. Oh, one of the things that he asked me was, are you ready to buy your ticket now or today? I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to buy my ticket. I got my debit card in hand. So he goes back again, and he comes back with a fare that was over $500 less than what I would have paid. So he was like, I have a fare here with Turkish Airlines for $1,100. What? $1,100 in December? If you are going to use this kind of hack to get a bargain on your airfares, make sure that your travel dates are flexible, because what happens is when you are flexible, you can actually get much lower fares than when you restrict your schedule. So what ended up happening in my case, I ended up getting a date that is a week before my original planned travel date, and returning a few days later than the date that I originally planned to come back. Needless to say, I got my ticket. Instead of paying $1,600 on a ticket from Chicago to Johannesburg, South Africa, I ended up paying $1,100. I am super excited, and I knew for sure that I had to share this with you, because there are a lot of people out there looking for bargains to travel, whether to visit family or friends, or to go on vacation or whatever, but then they are intimidated because the time of the year is intimidating on its own. We are about to get into winter tickets are expensive, and we are pretty much in a holiday season, because November here, we know in the US of A that we have the big Thanksgiving holiday coming up, and then right after that Christmas comes along, which makes November and December very expensive months to travel. But I don't want you to be intimidated. I want you to consider Priceline. Go on their website, look at the fares, decide on how much you want to pay on your ticket, and then check their website. At times you might land a good airfare without even talking to an agent, but what I learned is there are some fares that are not even listed. I'm glad that I called and I managed to get a fare that I did not expect. Yeah, $1,100 traveling to South Africa on a high peak month holiday season. So consider Priceline and consider booking your fare with an agent if you are not happy with the fares that you see, because at times they can actually get you a better deal. If you want to know more about saving money on travel, watch this video right here. And until next time, my friend, thank you so very much. And remember to do small things with great love. Don't forget to check the description box for useful links. I'll see you next time. Enjoy your travels and save money while you are at it. God bless you. Love you. I sincerely do. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.